Once again, it's on. Welcome back to another great episode of the Better Than Sex Sports Podcast. Of course, you know I am the man on the street.
Pharaoh King.
Shout out to Orlando.
And as you can see, we are short a couple of people, man. We want to send our condolences out to our very own Tim Dog. Hey, Tim Dog, you in our prayers, man. Want to, condolences to you and your family, man. I know you there in Baltimore doing your damn thing. So, but from us to you, man, we got you. We're going to hold you down. So, condolences, my brother. Anybody want to say anything to Tim Dog?
Right there.
Oh, yeah. So, like I said, condolences, man. It's a hard time for a brother right now.
Yeah.
Either way, man. Keep your head up, brother. You know how I feel about that, man. Always celebrate our loved ones, the life they live, so that when they pass on, we don't have any regrets.
Yeah. I don't think Tim Dog having any regrets, man. He went down there to be there for his mom and his family, and he did a good thing, man. So, like I said before, from us to you, Tim Dog, condolences. But If this is your first time ever watching our podcast, this is how we get down. This is how we always start off. We got to ask the brothers, how was their day? So, shout out, how was your day, my brother?
Yeah, I'll tell you something, man. My day was going just fine until I see that little idiot boy Stephen A. Smith say something about my lady there. Other than that, I'm cool.
I got you. I got you, man. Stephen A. Smith is something else, man. We all know.
That dude's hot air, man.
Yeah, that's basically what he is, man. You know how he get down, but it is what it is. But we will be talking about that later on in the show, ladies and gentlemen. So stick around, because I know Shada got a lot to say, and Pharaoh. Pharaoh, how was your day, my brother?
Man, so whoever's listening out there, first of all, hump day. So this morning I got up. I was like, I don't feel like going to work on time. So
yeah,
I just kind of rolled over, took my time getting there. I showed up.
Allegedly, we don't no tapes. Allegedly,
I don't give a damn.
Yeah. We at that point now, man. It's just
it's not that, man. You know how it is. It's we sit there, we bust our ass for the few cents that we make. People think we're living the best, most lavish life, and we're not. But we're making ends meet. But when you're not appreciated, some days you just feel like being unappreciatively. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And that would be.
Yeah, it is like that, Pharaoh. I understand what you're saying, man. It's just one of the situations where you just like, damn, I got to go this motherfucker again today, and it is.
It's almost like what Ken Ward said. He watched his dad wake up at 4:30, go to a job he didn't like.
Yeah. So
he's getting up at that time to go to a job he does like, and that's what you're working for your kids. So
yeah, you work for your kids, but like they say, man, ain't nothing like working for yourself, because then you got nobody to be mad at. Exactly. If you're the boss, so you don't got nothing else but to do but to
who you gonna blame then, right?
Yeah, you can't blame nobody but
like a boxer. Who you gonna blame then?
You can't blame a damn soul.
I done said that mouthful, so I'm gonna let y'all keep rolling with that daggone thing right there, because somebody need to hear that.
Say it's the guy that stays home, he's retired, enjoying retirement life, rolling over when he feel like rolling over.
I put my business out in the street.
That's why they call me the man on the street. I got that
right.
going down. So, fellas, after me, man, my day went well, man. I can't complain. If you do complain, nobody's gonna listen anyway. But it is what it is. I'm glad to be on this side of the dirt, and just living life, man. I realize that you got to enjoy every goddamn day, because tomorrow may be your last. So enjoy it while you can. But fellas, man, we got a good show, man. I sent y'all the topics for us to discuss tonight. And some of these topics are going to piss some people off, but understand these are our opinions. All right? We may not agree with what you say. You may not agree with what we say, but these are our opinions. And just like an asshole, everybody got one. So let's go ahead and pop this off, man. This dude, college basketball ain't started yet, but this dude, he put his foot in his mouth. Or did he?
I get so frustrated when I hear what a terrible country we are, how racist we are, how this is not the land of opportunity for everybody. Look, we've got a lot to work on, and there's racism that absolutely does exist, and it's wrong. But it's a lot better for my players than it was for their fathers, or for their fathers' fathers, or their fathers' fathers. And so I want my guys to to recognize there are going to be obstacles, but not roadblocks. And that's what Barack Obama did. However, as our president, other than just love listening to him talk because he's such a great orator, I disagree with so many of his policies. I thought in so many ways, rather than uniting us as a country, even by race, he divided us. Everything was black and white. Everything was the obstacles that were against, my players from being successful. I'm trying to teach my guys, look, I don't want you working at Subway. I want you owning 5 of them. And that's possible. And I think in many ways, Barack Obama told a different story.
Now, I when I heard that, man, I was going to do my own video, but I said, I'm going to say this for the brothers to talk about. So, Shada, what do you take from Bruce Pearl's comments on Barack Obama presidency?
The last time I checked, Bruce Pearl, I think he started his career at Tennessee, right?
He was at Tennessee. I think he got he was someplace else before he got to Tennessee.
But yeah, he was best known for Tennessee, and then he moved to
Auburn. Yeah.
It was Illinois, man.
Yeah, but he did coach at Tennessee because I remember.
I know, but I'm saying he started as an assistant coach in Illinois.
Okay, there you go.
I stand corrected. Here's the thing, bro. This is the same bullcrap that Nick Saban tried when he was when we're talking about the whole players need to get paid thing. Yeah, he's trying to hide the burning racism and it's starting to come out, and he tries to throw little nuggets in there to try and clean it up, like, oh, he was a brilliant orator. Bro, listen to me, man. If you are a college coach and you say you want to speak on something and act like you want to be some kind of, okay, I'm going to throw my curveball in there so that people can see that I have a voice. Well, know what you're talking about. Because you might disagree with his policies, but the thing about it is Obamacare came out of that. Kids started eating at schools better because of them. You understand? The job rate in this country was at its best when he was in office. The economy was on its way to being balanced when he was in office. So my thing is, when he talk about divided the country, he's already go ahead and telling it on themselves, because my thing, this country has always been divided. Yeah. It's just that there are people out here that's willing to have a conversation about it and be able to stand up on it with some facts and so on. But you just going out there because you're a coach at Auburn and now you're back in the scene. You talk about, Barack Obama freaking daggone separated this country. How many presidents we had in this country? We had one black one. Yeah. Come on, man. Listen to me with that bull crap.
Yeah, exactly there, Pharaoh, man. I don't understand what Barack Obama have to do with his take when he's talking about Barack Obama, instead of bringing us together, he divided us, knowing that racism and division has always been here since this country was formed. Your thoughts?
We're not going to understand it because we're the people he's talking about. So with that being said, we're talking about a Jewish person who's pro-Israel that had his misguidings as an assistant coach and a head coach, trying to get some players, I think in 89 and I think in 2011, something like that. He got caught up with the investigations trying to recruit players, behind closed doors. Yeah. And you oversee a small group of people, but you don't live the life. So for you to speak on somebody, especially somebody being divisive, and the person that's in office now is the most divisive ever, I believe that you're stepping out of bounds, dealing with any conversation dealing with Barack Obama, because we know that he uplifted a lot of people and opened doors and opened the eyes of us to be able to make it to a level that we never thought we could get to. Yeah. So he's just speaking out of side of his neck. And anything else that when somebody that's not going through the struggles that we go through, they're always going to be misguided on those conversations. Yeah. So you take it with a grain of salt with people like that and tell them to stick to what you know, which is basketball, which you've obviously done a great job at Auburn, but you was kind of faltering at these other places, and stay in your lane.
Yeah,
Keep those, that's all I can say about it. But
yeah.
Obama didn't do anything to us, and young white America put him in office. So what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, and Pharaoh, before I come back to you, I want to caveat what you just said. Pharaoh, Obama, when he got in office, he uplifted a lot of people because he led a lot of people that looked like us to say, hey, you could reach the highest job in the land if you get out there and do that. And for him to say that, I teach my players not to work at a subway, but to own a subway. Didn't Barack Obama show that to the people? Hey, no matter who you are, coming from where I came from, the streets of Chicago, I worked my ass off to become the president of the United States, the highest job. So if you follow my pattern, or if you do what I did, you could also succeed at that as well. Go ahead, Pharaoh. Then I'm gonna get you on.
Yeah, that's my whole point. Like, who cares about owning a subway when you can run the country?
Yo, listen,
right? And you can get paid to talk in the country to show people that you can run this country. Once again, we're talking about a person who doesn't have the insight of black people, because the people that he are getting aren't how can you say it, financial, economically, rich.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can show them that. Yeah, that's easy to show people like that, but you cannot tell them or educate them on the history of us to move forward and be better than what you are, which is a head coach.
Yeah, and Shada, something that you brought up, and Farrah brought it up as well. I knew you were going to bring it up as too. The person that's in the office right now, he's more divisive than any other presidency that we have seen in my lifetime. Even though I lived through Reagan, a little bit of Ford, I understood what they was doing. But this dude, they did it kind of covertly. This dude is blatantly doing it. And for him to say that Obama was dividing the country and not saying anything about Trump, that just shows that he had some type of racism within himself. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. That's why you ran on the street. You're gonna say it. The bottom line still remains is it's always amazing to me how these so-called coaches that go into the ghetto and offer so much opportunity to the less than 1%ers that usually make it out and make it big in the hood. They love to come and sit down with auntie and grandma and say all these beautiful, wonderful things about what the school's going to do for you or how you're going to help them. Man, listen. Like I said, I'm going to refrain. All I know is when pressure builds, it busts pipes. And right now, him opening his mouth the way he did, sticking his little political thing right in there, he just busted a pipe.
Yeah.
Let me add this. I just found out that Auburn went from Under Armour to Nike.
Yeah.
So, kind of like some stuff that was said with some previous athletes. Will Nike do anything about this?
Yeah.
Him being pro-Israel, that's kind of racist in the sense, because you're in the United States now. You should. I know you're Jewish, but why are you over there worried about what's happening with Israel?
Yeah.
You got in trouble for trying to get an Israeli student, high school student out of Chicago to come to your college. So if you look at his history, he's kind of like Dabo Swinney almost. Like who's gonna slap him for saying these comments? Nobody. They're gonna be okay.
Yeah, and the funny part about it was not funny is that he's coming into these people's home there, and like you say, Shada. So my next question is, do you think that black parents should have second thoughts of sending their kids to play for Bruce Pearl? Shada.
Hell yeah. Listen, just like they say all the time, elections have consequences. Guess what? In the society that we have now, your words have consequences. Because to me, what he basically just said, like I stated when I was making my point, it felt like it's almost like because Trump is in office, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these people are emboldened to just say what's really been eating at them for these years. And it's like, the mainstream media is gonna protect me, so I can queef out a little fart that don't stink too bad, and they'll go ahead and let me get a slide. No, all you're doing is that your tectonic plates are leaking, my nigga. Your whole persona is starting to leak out right in front of the whole world. And hey, This is one thing we could thank Donald Trump for, is to let these cats know, come out and say, hey, I am who I am. And I could go ahead and make my daggone decisions accordingly moving forward.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that. That's one thing I would give Donald Trump there on Pharaoh. He's showing me how people truly feel about you. And that's one thing that will never go away, in my opinion. Like I say, I stopped talking to certain people because of the way that they talk about Donald Trump, and that shows me their true colors. But back to Bruce Pearl, do you think that black parents should have a second thoughts of sending their kids to Auburn, in your opinion, Pharaoh?
Well, I mean, this is kind of like 2020 hindsight, because this just comes out when he was doing a great job with the students, at one point. So now you just hope that the child that you raise, the young man that you're raising, can make a real good decision on what school that he wants to attend to, and hopefully eliminate Auburn from the list if that's on if that's on the list, because up until now, we really didn't see this from him, other than a couple of little issues he had in the past with recruiting. But now that this has come out, he's really shown his ass. I really want, like I said, I want to know what Nike's going to do.
Yeah,
I need to know.
And to
So
your point,
can I say this, Shawty? Can I say this quick? Like, what it is that Donald Trump has made these people more comfortable that they can show you their white sheet. You know what I'm saying? Usually you didn't get to see the face, but now, hey, I don't need to wear the white sheet. I can tell you that I'm this type of person, and take it or leave it. It's up to you to take it or leave it.
And that's what I'm saying. I hope when you raise your children, like when you raise our kids, we give them that talk. Yeah. It's unfortunate we got to give them the talk when the police pull you over. Yeah, I need you to keep your hands on the wheel. You ain't got to say yes, sir. Yes, say yes, officer. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna say yes, sir. I don't expect you to say it to me. Damn, somebody else, especially a white person. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You can kiss my ass on that. Then we have those conversations, and listen. If you know Trump from the age that we already knew the man was bad business.
Yeah, that's it.
Right? We knew that. And he was a Democrat before he realized he could run for office, and he said that to them. I'm gonna run as Republican because they're idiots, and this is shown. Yeah, right. They can call you idiot, and you're still gonna vote for him.
Yeah, and it's shown. But in Bruce Pearl, that shot, it's just the fact that he's supposed to be leading young black men, and if you was to put Barack Obama up as a person that you want to follow, you would say, hey, that's what a person should be. Whether I don't give a damn what race he is. But to say that he divided this country, knowing that race is the number one division in this country. It's race, then money. It's rich and poor, then black and white, or whatever race you are. And for him to say that, to me, it's like a slap in the face to young black men and women that would attend Auburn with a head coach like that. I could be wrong.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you like you said, you started the program after. Hey, it's your opinion. But what people fail to realize is I'm starting to understand how a lot of these people live in these glass houses and they're so secluded, because I don't understand how you could say something like that when the crux of who you are considered in the pantheon of coaches, what black players have done for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not like one of them situations where it's like, okay, Bruce Pearl is this all bad guy. Yeah, he's made opportunities for a lot of our, young men to go to the next level or get an education. But when you were doing that, how is that any different than the old man in Rosewood sleeping with your daggone underage daughter while he giving you daggone a little extension and what you owe him? It's the same thing.
Can I elaborate on that real quick?
Go ahead.
I listened to an interview one day. This young white woman had her grandmother on this interview, and Shada, she did not think that Jamaicans were considered black people because you got Jamaican. All right, you're not a black American. You're a Jamaican. And that's what I was telling you before, man, on the street. Remember, I was saying we're the only one stripped of where we come from. Everybody else has a name from where they're from.
Yeah.
So if you're not a black person in America, you are considered a black person or black American or whatever.
They
don't realize that the boat stopped at the islands before it got to us, before it got to this man.
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. They do not associate anybody that has skin color as a black person because they have a name associated with them.
Yeah, and
other than black Americans.
My thing about Bruce Pearl, and before we go to the next subject, is that he built his career on the back of young black men. If those young black men don't go to the University of Auburn, they won't be. I think it was ranked number 1 last year. The same people that you're trying to say that are dividing the country. If they decide not to come to Auburn because of what you said about Barack Obama, I bet you'd be singing a different tune. And just like somebody else going to be singing a different tune, the substantive fellas, and he built his empire on the back of black athletes. But this athlete say, "Pay me my money," and he's saying, "Hell no, you under contract, and you're gonna play under that goddamn contract too."
We have breaking news into CBS Sports HQ, where Dallas Cowboys pass rusher Micah Parsons has formally requested a trade. Now, negotiations have apparently stalled between Parsons and the team, and now he wants out. Parsons took to social media earlier this afternoon with this statement, saying, quote, "After repeated shots at myself in all the narratives, I have made a tough decision. I no longer want to play for the Dallas Cowboys. My trade request has been submitted to Stephen Jones personally," end quote.
Yeah, Michael Parsons said he don't want to be a Cowboy anymore, even though he's a lifelong Dallas Cowboys fan, grew up being a Cowboys, and it was his dream to play for the Cowboys. But Pharaoh, do you see Michael Parsons getting traded or paid from the Dallas Cowboys?
I'm gonna say now, after this season, because he's gonna want to finish out the contract for this year. He's probably going to play subpar so he can go somewhere else to be traded by midseason. Doesn't it sound like almost like a Khalil Mack situation?
Bro, what are you talking about? A Khalil Mack situation?
Yeah, well, Khalil Mack, he basically what he's saying when Khalil Mack played with the Raiders.
Yeah, traded him. We've been doing this since 1995. It ain't changed. It's Jerry Jones every year.
Yeah, well, we understand.
What you saying? Wait, Shada, this is what we expect from him, right? From Jerry Jones, right?
Yeah, but let me ask you this though, Pharaoh. If by him coming out and saying what he said, do you think that he made Jerry Jones more comfortable of saying, "Hey, we want to work something out," or not? Because he said that Jerry Jones did say that he talked to Micah without his agent, and they had a deal in place. And then Micah went and got his agent, and that's when everything blew up.
That's what Trump said.
Yeah, that's when everything blew up. So, do you take Jerry Jones at his word that he said that him and Micah had something worked out, or you think Jerry Jones just throwing shit up against
the
wall?
It's a smoke screen.
Okay.
It's a smoke screen. I don't believe anything any of these owners say.
Because
any
100
owner,
deals in 100 days. Yeah, okay.
Right. It's like Suge Knight said about Puffy being all up in your videos, dancing and shit. That's the type of shit Jerry Jones does, man. So I'm gonna say Michael Parsons knows what's going on. He knows what's best for him. He knows the situation. He has nobody around. What you tell me, other than Michael Parsons, who on that team is supposed to be the Dez Bryant? Okay, whatever. You have
Dez
the hothead out of Georgia.
Dez Bryant, bingo.
Not Dez. You know who I'm talking about. They're wearing the same number.
CD Lamb.
You got to say CD Lamb.
You say got that Dez Bryant. I'm like, God damn.
You say Dez Bryant like that too. That's what you have to say.
I got you. I'm trying. Go ahead.
I mean, other than that, and the hothead dude from the Steelers. I mean, what else are we talking about about the Dallas? They're supposed to be contenders. I don't see it.
Yeah, and that's the thing there, Shada, is that your star player that you drafted, and he's homegrown. He wants to play in Dallas, but the fact that they don't want to extend him, and then of course, if he played this year, they could franchise tag him for 2 years. Next year and the year after that, and this is his prime. So, do you see Michael Parsons getting traded or paid from the Dallas Cowboys?
I'm gonna say this: Michael Parsons ain't gonna get traded. If Dallas is not gonna do that. They're not gonna let Michael Parsons just go out there because they know the minute they say he's free to do that, there's going to be 31 teams fighting to find more stuff around on their roster to get that dude. You hear me? That's how bad cats are scared to make. General managers are scared to make decisions based on anything with defense until they have a good bearing on what's going on with Micah Parsons. Because I'm saying like this right now. I'm glad when he came out and said that, I was in the living room dancing. I was like, I hope you hold them to it too, Micah. I hope you hold them to it and play out your contract, my dude. Play out your contract.
I got a conspiracy. I got a conspiracy on this.
Farrah, hold on. I'm gonna ask you this, then see if it coincides with your conspiracy. Because you remember whatchamacallit did the same thing from Cleveland. What's my man's name? Miles Garrett. When he asked to be traded, then they came back and they paid him all that money. So do you think that he's using this as a ploy so that they could, hey, we're gonna give you this money? Or do you genuinely feel as though that he wants to leave the Cowboys?
All right, so my conspiracy theory is he wants to leave the Cowboys because he's made many comments about wanting to play for Dan Quinn. Yeah. With that being said, the situation with Terry McLaurin's contract kind of coincides with this trade request and why they haven't paid Terry McLaurin. That's my thought process. Because if he can put Michael Parsons on Washington's defense, it's going to be the 2005 Ravens all over.
Okay. All right. What's up, Juan? What's good with you?
What's up, Juan?
Hey, but go answer the question about the part. Do you think that it's a ploy, or do you think he really wants to go? Did you answer that part, Farrell?
No, I said that it's not a ploy. He doesn't want to. He wants to leave.
Okay.
He don't want to stay there.
Okay. What about you, Shawty? What you think, man? You think he wants to leave, or it's a ploy to try to get more money?
The thing about the whole thing with Michael Parsons is, I see Joseph just kicked in.
Yeah, I like what Joe said.
The thing about it with Michael Parsons is, Michael Parsons has all the cards no matter which way this goes. Yeah. And he's the only one right now with an upside. He's in his prime. He is, if not the best defensive player in the NFL.
And that's true because no, it's true because TJ Watt, he was tied with TJ Watt until he got hurt. And I think he would have got more sacks than TJ Watt.
I don't know. I'll take Jalen Carter from the Eagles.
Well, we understand you're blinded.
Jalen Carter, number 98, baby. Y'all see that big number 98. But that's just my opinion.
Hey, you're entitled to have one. But I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you, there are general managers right now. You remember I talked about the movie Draft last week with their stupid Cleveland Browns? You remember in the movie when the man was just down there chewing the pencil down to the nub? There are 31 teams right now saying, let this boy slip, and we're going to throw the bank at this dude.
Yeah.
He has no reason to bluff.
I agree with you. And Farrell, I want you to, what Joe just said. Joe said Parsons can't force his way out of Jerry World. They're going to pay him right before week one. This just making headlines for the Jones plantation. Your thoughts on what Joe just said?
Hey, Joe loved him some Django too. I know.
I know. You agree with what he said there, Farrell?
No. I don't agree because I'm thinking of my conspiracy theory that I said. I'm thinking he wants out of there. He got somewhere he wants to go because he feels like he can win a championship with another team other than playing with Dallas.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on what Joe said there, Shawty?
Hey, look. If Joe is like most of the Cowboy fans that I've been conversing with since this bombshell,
but Joe's not a Cowboy fan. He an Eagles fan. So he's he's a Falcons fan. Why I'm trying to make him an Eagles fan? It's a bird, but we winning birds.
We're gonna keep it a buck then. What Joe said is a very it's real. It's real. What do you mean? Listen to me. When Django pulled up on the daggone plantains, what's the first thing that happened to him? Who is that on that nag? Was the first thing, and it was a black thing that asked him that. Yeah. He sent Stephen A. out there to get y'all all prepared and get first take and run down on Dallas every single day and talk about how they fly together and all this stuff. See, that's when they were taking people out in the hot box and putting them out and letting them run in the woods, let the dog get exercise. See, Jerry is doing exactly what Jerry has been doing since Django. He's going to keep all them young bucks fighting amongst each other down there. He's going to pay them a little bit of money and make them feel like they're important, and then he's going to let them out the pasture.
Yeah, and with that, Pharaoh, what the hell was Jerry talking about when I don't understand. Maybe you know, school system in South Carolina could be kind of on the edge sometimes. You come from the great state of Florida. Tell me what the hell Jerry was saying when he made this comment.
When does it become urgent that we need to get something resolved one way or another that he's on the field against Philadelphia?
Again, your definition of urgent is not necessarily. I don't believe you gave a definition of urgent. Okay, and so I stay urgent. It's what it is what it is, and we'll work through it, or we will not work through it. Okay.
Any confidence that he will be on the field against Philadelphia?
Again, no, absolutely not. That has to. A big part of that is his decision. How would I know that? I'm just saying. No, but I'm urgent.
What the hell is Jerry saying there, Pharaoh? Help me.
I don't know. He took a page out of Trump's book of conversations.
I don't know what the hell he was saying.
Because he said something about urgent, and no, I don't know. Shit. I think the interviewer he was even confused on what was going on.
He was confused. The dude was like, "Yeah, I said it urgent. I told you what it was." Well, once again, the only thing I got out of that, it is what it is.
You know what? I'm gonna blame all the media for constantly jumping in Jerry Jones' face to create this problem.
Yeah.
Because if you sit there and ignore the man, then you don't get this type of crap that he can get the job done. But once you stick a microphone in his face, he's like Trump. He just starts rambling. Nothing makes sense.
It's the assistant CEO of ESPN, Stephen A. Smith. He's the one that's pushing that shit.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, man, I didn't understand that take as well. Basically, Jerry's saying that, hey, we still got him under contract. He's going to play this year, and we see where it goes from there. And what Joe said, Jerry just said a lot that meant nothing. I totally agree with you with that, Joe.
Bro, listen, he has been trying to be the face of the Cowboys for years.
Well, he is the face now. That's one thing you can't take away from him now.
No.
He is the face of the Cowboys.
Okay. Let me define when I say the face of the Cowboys.
Okay. All right. Okay.
When you talk about the Cowboys of old, you talked about Emmett and Aikman and Rod Woodson and all these guys, right? Now, these guys have all trickled out, and they old and Hall of Fame gold jacket and everything, and we're into this new NFL now. Jerry's like, ain't nobody on this team's going to be spoken more name on ESPN than I.
I got you. There we go. Now I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Now that is true. That is true. But just like Michael said, he want to go play another team, but shit, they have an issue with their goddamn self. So Arrow, what's up with your boys, man?
Commanders and Terry McLaurin have been unable to bridge their differences. We heard Terry McLaurin last week come out and issue a trade request, which he went to the head coach Dan Quinn with first to let him know that he would be issuing a trade request. That trade request has come. Like the Cowboys, the Commanders have no intention of trading McLaurin, but there is a standoff there in Washington, just as there's another standoff in Cincinnati. Three notable standoffs at this point in time. With Trey Hendrickson not getting the current contract that he's looking for, the issue is guaranteed money. The two sides will have no problem on the length of a deal, on the average of a deal, but the guaranteed money.
I think the Henderson deal is going to.
They need to separate those.
Yeah, no, I think Henderson is going to work. His deal is going to work out because they're right there. But Pharaoh.
But what I'm saying, I'm just saying, man, on the shoot, they need to separate the Micah Parsons thing and the other two, because McLaurin and Hendrickson situation is completely different than Micah. Micah got all the cards. They have been injured. That's all I'm saying.
I got you. But Pharaoh, my question to you is, those your boys, how will a trade of Terry McLaurin affect the Commanders and Jaden Daniels?
So I've been following them, following Jaden Daniels and from the Washington Commanders website and everything. And everybody is just going about as business as usual. because I think some people have an idea of what's going to happen. And I would say definitely before week 1, they're going to have him on the field. They're going to have him a new contract because they know how much he means to the team. He's been loyal. But I was listening to earlier, it's this age thing that people keep talking about. He wants to be paid as a top receiver, but he's also one of the oldest of the receivers. Correct. So with that being said, what can you do with his age and still get production out of him to keep the fan base that they have? Because people want to see 17 on the field. The man's wearing Doug Williams' old number, he's a staple in the area. He's from the area. They want to keep him there. He wants to, retire as a Redskin or Cowboy. Commanders or whatever. I believe they'll get it done. I have faith in the team.
You might be right. Jerry Jones might let him go. You say Cowboys in there. He might get traded to the Cowboys. You never know. But shout out.
Hey, I doubt that very seriously. I can't see McLaren.
I know. I'm just making a joke there.
Because I was looking at trades. Like, where can you go and be effective? And I don't think he could go anywhere else and be 1,000-yard receiver. Anywhere else.
Before I come to you, shout out. What they say is like a best spot for him would be like Buffalo, because they want to get Josh Allen championship.
But they got Shakir there.
I'm just saying that's what they're saying. Buffalo will be the spot because they're trying to get Josh Allen this goddamn championship so goddamn bad that he needs all the help he's going to have.
If Buffalo, that won't work because basically Terry McLaurin and their slot receivers play the damn same position.
I got that, but somebody got to go. But my question on the trade here, Shada, is that Terry McLaurin was basically a safety blanket for Jaden Daniels.
Correct.
And even though y'all got your boy from the 49ers on Debo Samuels there.
Hey, you talking about Zach Ertz was it?
No, but when I'm talking about wide receiver, I'm not talking about the tight end position. I'm talking about the wide receiver. Because when y'all look at all those fourth quarter comebacks, Terry McLaurin played a integral part in all those comebacks. And so my question to you, Shotty, is what effect would that have on a Jaden Daniels going from, let's say Terry McLaurin leaves, and now you got Debo Samuels? Do you think they still have that same type of? I don't think they had the same type of chemistry. But how do you think they will look if Terry McLaurin was to leave?
I don't think it would affect them as much as people think, because the mere fact is Terry McLaurin usually runs those deep in cuts. You know what I mean? Like right behind the linebacker, the middle linebacker. That's where he loves to catch the ball, right into them hashes right there. And that's also where Debo Samuel likes to operate, right in that area. So for Washington, all I see is if you lose Terry McLaurin, the problem is Terry McLaurin could stretch the field. Debo can't. Terry McLaurin, what I can see, Terry McLaurin will get you that separation, and his route running is superior. So Washington tends to lose that on the backside if they get rid of Terry McLaurin. But at the same time, why wouldn't you want to have that kind of daggone weapon available to you?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying there, Farrell. It's the fact that you would lose somebody, even though his age, but you say the great thing earlier, he might be a little older than some of the receivers, but he has been loyal. And for a while there, your team, basically, that's what you had was McLaurin. You could count on one player. He's gonna go out there and give it his all. So they should show some type of loyalty to a player that even though it's not his contract year, but he has been loyal. And when you talk about the Washington Commanders for the last couple of years, that was the player that most people was talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he got Scary Terry for a reason, Yeah. Like I said, I'm having faith, man. Praying to the football gods that somebody talks to the new owners. Shoot, what's his face? The third owner, that damn Magic Johnson. That's the name, makes some money. You got money, pay the man. I know they got cap, issues and stuff like that, but and that's another thing. McLaurin is going to take and make people, move on the top end.
Yeah.
But if you have Debo Samuel underneath, you gonna he's gonna have a different. They're gonna have to cover differently.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
and Joe.
Yeah. So with that being said, I think they're gonna pay him. They have to because it's the dynamics of what Kingsbury does with his offense. Debo has that one what you call it? I can't think of it right now. But he has that one play where he can make everybody else one-on-one down the field.
Correct. Yeah. But the thing is, Debo was also their third down person majority of the time. If it was throwing, it was more than likely going to Debo. And Terry McLaurin was your quarterback in Washington. He was his outlet every single time, whether it was short, medium, or intermediate. If he got in trouble, Terry McLaurin was going to find an open spot and he was going to get the ball. That's the thing, that timing that they have together that's been gelling. Are you willing to go ahead and give that up? And like Joe said, let Debo take over, and he's been chipped up for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin just had his first major injury, and he's back playing already. So I'm just saying, I'm just weighing the options here.
Yeah. Well, y'all, as the resident Eagle fan on here, if y'all use McLaurin as on Farrell, I'm happy. I'm happy. If the Cowboys lose Micah, shit, I'm way happy. So I'm in a win-win. I'm in a win-win. Yeah. So
I got Teddy Bridgewater, so I'm good.
Yeah. So my question to you is this, Farrell: who do you see getting traded first? Micah or Terry Scary, in your opinion?
I don't see McLaurin getting traded at all. So, as far as
write this down. Hold on, you write this down. You write this down.
Hey, I'm gonna say Parsons.
Terry Scary not going nowhere. Let me write this down.
That's Scary Terry, not no Terry Scary, man.
Well, he's scary. He played the Eagle. Terry Scary.
Hey, can you say asshole?
Yes, I'm gonna tell you why the Biker boys wear yellow, because they always stand.
No, and Michael Parsons, he on the plantation. He ain't going nowhere either.
I got you. Your thoughts, there, Shada. Who you see you getting traded?
I'm gonna say it like this right now. The NFC East, neither one of them cats going nowhere. They
can't afford to.
They mean too much to the locker room.
Yeah.
The locker room.
But I mean, you want to beat the Eagles. You can't beat the Eagles without those two players.
Yeah.
I'm just to be competitive. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that, because with Micah, even though he doesn't show up in the playoffs, he could kind of. I think we talked about this when they try to compare him to LT. I say it's too early. Even though he's a great player, but he deserved to get paid. With Terry, just like you just said on Farrell.
I don't even think, you know what? I'm glad y'all corrected me on that last time, because I really, when you look at the body of work, he's not even up there with old boy with the Rams. The defensive end at the time. He's not even up there with him yet.
Yeah, Aaron Donald. But what he is a superstar that you got in the draft.
He's a disruptor for sure.
That you didn't think that was going to be you thought that he was going to be the player, and now he is the player you don't want to pay him. With McLaurin there, I understand, Farrell, that with the age thing, but like you say though, he could still take the top off, and he's going to take two people with him to go make Debo more wide open. But the only thing with Debo is I think he had more drops than any wide receiver last year or the year before last year. He, for some reason, he has the drop seats. But I think that if they was to pair them two together, if they were able to work something out, it's going to be trouble for my Eagles when we play one another. Go ahead, Sean.
With all that, you got to look at Michael Parsons. Is he taking? Oh,
go ahead, man. My bad. Go ahead.
I was gonna say if he gonna take a page out of DeMarcus Lawrence and leave. You see what I'm saying? Because he don't. That was also some help that he had that's gone.
Yeah,
but he also got to remember though, Washington has been known for having some good receivers over the years. That's never a problem in Washington. You're always going to have a standout. But the thing is,
that's good.
I don't think in the NFC East I think AJ Brown is scary because of his size and his ability to get the ball. But imagine Deshaun Jackson with the ability to catch the ball like Scary Terry. He would have been. Listen, boy, let me tell you something about Scary Terry. That boy, they need to check his hands and his gloves because he catches some tough balls, bro. Some tough balls.
And that's why I asked the question, what effect would it have on the Commanders and Jaden Daniels? Because Jaden Daniels knows if he throw the ball Terry's way, 9 times out of 10 he's going to catch the ball. And then, but what I'm saying, but then with a Deebo Samuels, you know, you getting somebody that you didn't work with, you don't have that chemistry yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why
you came in carrying a purse. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah. Well, Farrell got to deal with that now. Shit. I don't have to deal with it. We
Don't
laughed
start
about
that
it.
shit.
We laughed about it. Now
Shit.
he's on your team.
Don't start that shit. I told you. Hey, man, that's the only problem I got with this man. The damn South Carolina people, you got to watch them jokers.
Yeah, you got to watch us.
The blows on skirt.
You got to watch us, man. But like you say, we gonna be watching him walk in with that purse. And ESPN say they're going to be watching it as well.
Big story coming into us. Major breaking news in the sports and media world. It's official now. ESPN is acquiring the NFL Network and other media assets. That means the league's Red Zone channel will join our parent company, the Walt Disney's linear networks. ESPN Fantasy Football will also combine with NFL Fantasy. In exchange, the NFL will get a 10% equity stake in ESPN.
Shut up. I'm coming to you first, man. Who got the better of the deal, ESPN or the NFL?
All of us got the worst of the deal. What are you talking about? Bro, this is a straight monopoly that Disney's trying to do. You got to understand, Disney got Hulu. Now they got freaking daggone HBO Max. They got all them joints. And then now you got the Red Zone, which is my favorite freaking channel during the season, and a lot of people's, because it covers all the games. Now they want to get paid off of that, and now you got it, bro. That Mickey Mouse is a daggone capitalistic terrorist, dog. I'm telling you.
So you saying that? So basically, you say ESPN. I mean, Disney got the better of the deal. What about you, Farrell? Who got the better of this deal? ESPN or NFL?
Stuff, bro. They take it over.
I got you. Who got the better of the deal?
ESPN or NFL?
Yeah, ESPN or the NFL. Who got the better of this deal?
I'm gonna say the NFL because that now it's monopolized where if you're betting, you pretty much control the bets.
But but here's the thing though. The problem they're gonna run into with DraftKings is you have a lot of affiliates that signed up with DraftKings that's not affiliates of ESPN.
That's fine. That's fine. Now, but what's gonna happen is, I mean, look, you playing with house money. I got the NFL on my side.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is, I see them trying to monopolize this thing and control everything, that they control the narrative no matter what. That's what I'm freaking daggone afraid of. When you have one company, when you have one company,
hey, on the street, what's wrong with your camera?
The community.
Oh my shit! The switch on me.
You don't want to look up your nose, man.
Like, what the hell? I thought he was
hey, I want my camera to look like that too. Then shit.
You're crazy, dog. I'm just saying though, that's the purpose of all these regulations and stuff that you put in place, so you don't have one company that corners the market and then they can charge you whatever for whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And right now, what's going on is people are not paying attention. Disney's buying up everything. Paramount, they're trying to corner them. So if Disney corners the market, who's going to control the message, no matter what it is?
Oh, because Amazon might be in there too. Shoot. Because I hate that Thursday night Amazon BS. That's crap, man.
But I'm saying, bro, look at it. They're
like you don't have no streaming service.
Communication right in front of us.
Yeah, and that's what I'm about to say, man. It's us that basically going to feel the pain because of ESPN. ESPN is not the ESPN that we grew up on.
No,
it's not. Saying? It's more talk like we doing right now. It's more podcast style than doing actual sports highlights. You know, once Stu Scott died, ESPN started to die.
Yes.
And once they elevated your boy Django, Stephen A. up to where he needs to be at Shotta. That's when ESPN really.
You know what he remind me of? Clarence Thomas.
Yeah.
When Thurgood Marshall said, do not put him on the Supreme Court because he's not going to be the person you think he is just because he's black.
Yeah,
you're gonna pay for it, and that's Stephen A.
And that's a good question right there, Joe. With ESPN on CBS and Fox, well, I don't think they broadcast it. ESPN always broadcasted on ABC. They never broadcasted on CBS and Fox. I think CBS and Fox got their own deal with the NFL.
They have their own deal.
So, yeah.
They separated. I think I know what Joe's talking about. Back in the day, though, they were affiliates before they reorganized all the daggone channels.
Okay.
They would swap, like you cover the Olympics, we'll cover the NCAA tournament, and they'll go back and forth. But because of all the streaming services that's happened, now that you have to worry about that no more.
I got you, man. And speaking of your boy, your favorite person in the world, his autograph poster on your back wall. I know, Shotta, you got his autographed mic from him as well. But he has something to say about our girl, Michelle Obama.
If I listen to ESPN for an hour, it's like watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's the same drama, and they're yelling at each other, and they don't get along. Stephen A. Smith, he's just like every other talk show host.
Real Housewife.
He would be,
right? It would be amazing.
So that's why I'm like, what's the difference? It's just, it's just sociological drama.
I respectfully disagreed and still remain pretty salty about what you said about us. And I feel even more adamant about what your husband, Barack Obama, said when he talked to those men in Pittsburgh and implied that to not vote for Kamala is because we're engaging in some sort of misogyny. There are issues that matter to every American citizen. And to sort of blackmail us emotionally into trying to compel us to vote one way or another is part of what won Trump the election. Because that side of the aisle was able to look at the left and say, look at what they'll do to win. And y'all talking about him like he's worse. And in a lot of y'all eyes, he is worse.
And my thing, Shotta, is that
wait a minute.
Yeah, man, I get Shotta. I want you to get your thoughts together. But Shotta, this is my thing, and I got a two-part question here. So, your thoughts on what Michelle Obama saying that watching ESPN is like watching the Real Wives of Hollywood, because she says she likes that. But then there's the second part. Did Stephen A. Smith sound salty in his response to Michelle Obama? So take whichever one you want to go first. There, Shotta.
Just say yes and yes, man.
Yes and yes. I appreciate that, Pharaoh. You always gonna come with that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. But listen, man. I'm gonna keep my blood pressure down because I had so much to say concerning Calvin from Django.
Yeah, that's his right name. When I'm about to put up, we would say Calvin. Not Calvin. No, what was
Calvin was the owner. You talking about Steven? Steven.
Yeah, Steven. Yeah,
Calvin is Jerry Jones. Calvin is Jerry Jones.
Yeah. Steven. Go ahead, my brother.
Steven. Yeah, so Steven, you stay right where you at. I'm gonna ask you the same thing. I'm gonna ask you the same thing Django asked Calvin. I asked Steven. How you been here all this time? How many you done seen come through here? 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. Well, you know something, Calvin, Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith. Everything that comes out of your mouth ain't nothing but horse shit. Okay? And I'm telling you like this, it's horse shit. Okay? Let me tell you something. This woman, not only was she the vice president, was she the first lady of this country, she not only changed school lunches for kids, she not only have 9 books that she has written, all been on the New York bestsellers list. Not only that, she's contributed to the poetry, anthologies, and many series. And now they daggone co-writing movies. Let me see what your credentials are. Oh, you got a
Hey man, don't forget being a lawyer, first and foremost.
Thanks for correcting me, Pharaoh. And so your credentials instead a BA from Southampton University and a blown out knee from basketball that gives you the right to yell about basketball anytime you want to and be disrespectful. So let me get it straight. You started off number one by attacking the first black. I think what my man Barack Obama was trying to let you to understand, my brother, is 400 years of slavery and still have to deal with the damn racist rhetoric of the president of the United States and those people that support him. In this day and time, you have a black woman who is up there representing everything there is to know about daggone black culture, black people, and try to uplift us. And you have this Calvin loving.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say this. Okay, when Stephen A. Smith could put his credentials next to Michelle Obama, you know what I'm saying? We could have a conversation. Until then, stay down there with Rush Limbaugh, my nigga. Stay down there.
Yeah, right. But Rush Limbaugh is dead. You know, I always deaf on the brother,
but he could go down there too because I can't stand it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But Pharaoh, my thing is that he has been taking shots at Barack Obama and Michelle and the Democratic Party for a while, and Michelle Obama says something back. So do you agree with what she says that like watching ESPN with Stephen A. Smith and what they got going on? It's like watching the Housewives.
No, I don't know anything about Housewives in Denver.
Because we don't watch it.
Yeah, I don't watch it. But what I will say is, from my personal experience, even when I'm at work, as soon as he come on, I switch to another channel. I do not want to hear the man speak because he doesn't say anything relevant, as far as I'm concerned. His hyperbole is ridiculous, and he tried to use words to make him sound, intellectual. But you're not really speaking to anybody but those people that's on the panel. There isn't a person in the sports world that want to hear him speak.
Yeah.
Nobody likes what he says. The only thing people really follow him on because he hates the Cowboys. That's just whatever it is. I will say this though, Michelle Obama's panel, they're questionable. So
one is her brother. No, one is her brother.
I get it, but you know what I'm saying.
It's actually her and her
brother. I don't think any of them played no football or anything.
Yeah. No, he was a head coach. He was a head basketball coach.
Huh?
Her brother was a head basketball coach in college.
No. I'm talking about the two that was in the middle.
Oh, okay. I don't know the two in the middle, but I know her brother was a head coach in the middle.
I ain't talking about her brother on the end.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, to keep going with that is Stephen A. is not. He's not fun to listen to.
Yeah, and you know what? And you know what else it is? And this is why I put up the salty part is Stephen A. Smith, just like us, we get on here and we give our opinions, and she gave her opinion, and it seems as though that he got salty because somebody else is saying something about him.
His product.
And the only thing he could do is to talk about Barack Obama. So Shada, it seems as though that he's trying to appease the people on the right because he knows
he did say left.
No, but what I'm saying, and he's on the right. He once you get to a certain status, you make a lot of money. Your ideology changes from the people that look like you to people that don't look like you. And for some reason, Stephen A. Smith is basically doing that by what he said about Michelle Obama and what he has said about Kamala Harris as well. It wasn't the Democratic Party that tried to when Barack Obama, when he say that, hey, black men vote your best interest.
Exactly.
Voted for Trump. What has it done? Well, they say 300,000 black women are out of work. You might lose your goddamn health care with the new bill. So just like the I will vote Donald Trump. Now they're being deported. So Barack Obama was basically saying, don't vote against your best interest. And Kamala Harris was the best out of the two. And as a lot of people who are people of look like us or other people of color, they're feeling the goddamn pain of what Donald Trump is doing.
Oh yeah.
So Stephen A. Smith don't know what the hell he's talking about, Sean.
Let me tell you something about that daggone freaking Candyland loving dude. He always, he literally took over First State from Skip Bayless, ran with it for a little while, got it hot, and then started acting just like Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
He brings his little nephews on the show every now and then to try to validate his blackness. He mentioned his sisters and how his sisters this, that, and the other to validate his blackness. How he daggone went to First State now doing what? We traveling around HBCUs to validate his blackness. All while shooting gunshots at daggone the black culture. Bro, do you understand Barack Obama and walking out there with Michelle and his two daughters on that stage to win the presidency of the United States? That changed my life. That changed my life and the way I think in this country. So you ain't said nothing or did anything that made me want to sit here and question, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
Michelle has done that because I have all their books. And I read all their books.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that. And I'm going to give you the final say-so on this on Pharaoh. It's just the fact that Stephen A. Smith is the person that talks loud, but they ain't saying nothing. And then when he gets people that talks back to him that are more revered, people that when they see him and Michelle Obama, people will cater to or go towards Michelle Obama. He's that type of person to me. Is that if the light is not on me, then there's a problem. So I could talk about you, but you dare not say anything about me.
Yeah.
Your final thoughts. Go ahead, Sarah.
Yeah, well, like I said, everybody knows who's this. I don't even like saying this whole name because it sounds stupid. But we all know what this man is about and what he has been about for quite some time now. And it's almost like listening to Vlad when people do interviews with Vlad.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, I can't stand that dude either. You know, a Jewish man, living off of being a culture vulture with us black folks.
Yeah.
And it seems like Stephen A. is the same type of individual, and he happens to be black. So you're gonna talk about people, you're gonna put them down. You act like you've accomplished stuff in the world of sports.
You got a BA in communications and broadcasting.
Yeah, right. And not all you had known for was following Allen Iverson in the beginning of his career, and then even Iverson had a problem with you. So at the end of the day,
that's what, believe it or not, that interview with Allen Iverson after he retired is what saved his career, because he started in Philly, got fired and let go, and then he got into a bunch of trouble. So he's been in and out of a job until he landed at ESPN in 2012. Just so I let you know that I know my facts, Stephen A.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, but we know who he is. Like I said, we've known him for quite some time, and for you to change and become a turncoat because you got a little bit of money now, it's a shame. You come from nothing in New York City. You made that known that you had to go get your mom for her job and say, "We're good now, Mom."
Yeah.
So don't act brand new to life like you got everything. You just right. You speak for the people, but you're not representing the people. So get the hell on.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this. I think he was on. Was it Vlad? He was on Vlad. It wasn't Stephen A. Smith. It was what's the quarterback? Michael Vick. And they were talking about Michael Vick. When Michael Vick, he talked about, well, you had all that money and you took all your boys with you. Do you think that was your downfall, or basically whatever? I'm paraphrasing here, fellas. Paraphrasing. Yeah. And Michael Vick basically said, no. He said it's just money. He said I cherish loyalty over money. And he was like, but don't you think that it costs? He said no. He said that's just like you going out there finding $1 million, and you came from nothing. You trying to tell me you're not gonna give your boys nothing?
Exactly.
You're not gonna give them nothing. And the ones that been loyal, you're not gonna give them nothing. He said, man, I charge you loyalty over $1. And that's what I'm trying to say. You can see the comparison, the difference between him and Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith talk about loyalty, But once he got paid, the hell with the loyalty. I'm gonna go with the other people that's gonna keep getting me paid. And that's what I see. I could be wrong.
I agree with you. That's what I said. It's individuals, man. Though I would never give them any type of space. If I was, if it's kind of like Malik Andrews, I would never take an interview with them. I would always deny an interview with them. I don't care what type of, if it's $50,000 fine for not doing an interview, give her 60. Yeah. I don't give a shit. I don't want to be around them.
Hey, and I agree with what Joe said. Joe said Stephen was raised by Mad Dog and Skip. What do you expect him to turn out as? Which is true. I give you that.
But I will give ESPN a little bit of love because that new hire, Amina Smith. Oh Lord Jesus, boy, she bad.
We just hope she stay right though, man.
Yeah. And you know something, Shada, you brought this up earlier, and it's coming back. The old number 47 did an executive order, and he had a bunch of sports athletes around him as well.
Physical education in public schools across the country may look a little different soon.
That's right, or maybe look similar to a lot of people that went through school already. Over the weekend, President Trump signed an executive order reviving the presidential fitness test, but this news has a lot of parents concerned this morning. 90s medical expert Dr. Pyle Coley joins us now for a deeper look into that test. Dr. Coley, good morning.
Good morning. You guys remember doing this?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We're just sharing our memories with each other. Can you tell us a little bit more about the history of the test? I don't think I actually knew where it came from and why we did it.
Yeah, we've been doing it for decades, actually. It started in the 1950s, and it was because they realized that the American youth were not doing as well compared to their international peers in terms of their physical level of fitness. So they put in basically this test where you have to do pull-ups and push-ups and sit-ups and, do a 6.5-minute mile and try to do all kinds of other activities to show that you're physically fit. And it was a competitive test, so you're competing against your peers. We had it for decades until early 2000s when a lot of pediatricians started raising concerns about it, and then President Obama got rid of it in 2012 and replaced it with a test called a fitness gram, where they actually look at kind of your individualized health goals rather than having everybody sort of held to the same standard.
There you go, Farrell. So
first of all, she was wrong. That last statement, he did not do that. It was done under his administration, but he was fighting it because his wife was against it. She needs to get her facts straight.
Okay, well, don't shoot the messenger. I just played the video. So Farrell, what are your thoughts on Trump bringing back the president's sports fitness program? And before you answer this, he got Lawrence Taylor in it. Lawrence Taylor can't be around kids.
Why do you have to bring that up?
No, because I tell you right now, Lawrence Taylor is the greatest football player ever, in my opinion. But yeah, for him to be around kids. Come on now. I'm just saying.
First of all, Trump shouldn't be around kids. So
that's true too. Trump can't be around
kids. In 10 years, I'm gonna date your daughter. You know what I mean? The hell with that. Let's go ahead and get that out of there. And then then he should be able to do this fitness test. If you're gonna sign an executive order, your ass need to be able to do 6.5-minute mile. Let's see you do that. But with a McDonald's burger in your hand. Let's go, man.
He said he only weighs 230 pounds.
Yeah, bro, that's his suit.
Bro,
230 pounds.
Bro, I am 5'9". I am 216.
I'm just saying what Trump said.
Heavier than me.
I'm just saying what Trump said and his doctor says he only weighed 230 pounds.
But his doctor is Stevie Wonder because he ain't reading steroids.
I'm not even as big as him when I weigh more than that.
Oh, that's crazy.
But like I said, I think it's another smoke screen. I want the Epstein files. Let's get it in.
I got you.
Let's do it. But for you to bring something in that was just what Shada said, it's something to say that Obama did, and then now I'm bringing it back because Obama did this to you. You know what I mean? Because like I said, Obama lives rent free in this dude's head, man.
Listen, you gotta understand the majority of Trump's daggone followers, the vast majority of his daggone base, they don't like to read for content. They don't know what peer review means. They don't know what scientific information means. They just listen to this daggone orange blowtorch daggone open his mouth and say some incoherent bullshit that daggone solidifies their damn racism, and then they go outside and get their asses whooped.
And you know, I can understand him bringing it back, man. But I remember when Michelle Obama wanted to do healthy food in school, they had a conniption fit. And for him to bring something back, I can understand him wanting to bring something back like this. You know, a lot of young kids now are not physically active like they used to be when we grew up. So I can understand that point. But some of the picks that he wanted on the council, I guess Saquon Barkley learned his lesson from going to the goddamn White House. I might have to pull a jersey out of retirement now because he wanted him to be on the council. He said no. He stayed away from it. But
let me ask you this. So Michelle Obama was trying to do something that Japan was doing or has done.
Yeah.
Well, it's accomplishing. Right. It's accomplishing is real food for the children. All right. Food needs to be, the FDA needs to be banned for what they let the food industry put all these dyes and stuff in their food. That's leading to obesity. You can go out here and run the shit out of these kids, but they're still gonna be fat at the end of the day because of the foods that they eat.
Yeah, and
right?
$10, I don't know if I don't know if they get paid. I think it's just like saying they're on a board. I don't think they get paid.
Most black people that go up there for Trump get paid.
But go ahead, Farrell.
Right. Also what I'm saying is food, school foods, the food program should not be paid for by us. The state should be doing it. And what I mean by that is everybody should get the same food. Everybody should be able to go to school, everybody eat breakfast, everybody eat lunch without having to worry about if somebody eating, everybody should eat free because that's a good program and you're able to do that and sustain that with the schools. We shouldn't have people like CJ Stroud and them going, is it CJ Stroud? Whatever that quarterback was, I can't remember when I told you guys about. They go and host a school or don't donate to a school so the high schools can eat good so everybody eats free.
Yeah.
We should be pushing, they have to do that. It should be the state that controls that. And I just think our programs for all the schools are garbage anyway.
Yeah. And like I say, Sean, I'm gonna let you close it out. He's bringing back something because Barack Obama changed it. And just to say that, hey, Barack Obama didn't know what the fuck he was doing. So I'm going to change it back to the way it was, back to where, and like you say, his ass can't even do one damn push-up. And he's talking about he wants to bring this back for the youth. It's not about the youth. It's just for him to like you say, Farrell, earlier, to distract from what people really talk about. Yeah. But Charlie, I'm going to give you the last thoughts on this.
Listen, man, the fact of the matter still remains. You know what I'm saying? There's a saying that goes, you can't put the court gesture in charge of the court, and then when the courts are acting like clowns, you get mad. You know what I'm saying? Look, this dude, we don't even know if this dude graduated high school. We can't even confirm if he was in class or he wrote his papers. His wife is a daggone plagiarist, so she's proven that. So you got one dude that don't know how to read and write, and you got a woman that daggone just steal stuff. So Byron is he don't look like he got a good shot. That's all I'm saying. But the fact of the matter still remains is what King is saying is absolutely correct, and it all goes back to the FDA. A lot of these American programs that the government provides for us was a construct in order to control our consumption and what the stuff that we were getting, which is why a lot of people are against the FDA because it's a corrupt entity that does not don't treat people as humans. You know what I'm saying? These are the same kind of people that was participating in that test of the Tuskegee Airmen. Some of those people serve and advise the FDA. So when you really think about it, if we go ahead and let the states take care of the schools, then the parents would have more say-so in what happens in the school. But the federal government doesn't want to do that because they want to make sure that they can funnel out the information the way they want to, which is why I'm telling you back to this whole thing with Disney, they're all in cahoots. They're trying to go ahead and have one way to get information, and this is going to be the only way you're going to get information. Johnny Mnemonic, that's all I got to say, Johnny Mnemonic.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. But he brought it back just to say that he did. But ladies and gentlemen, man, those are our topics for tonight. Hope y'all was entertained. But now it's this time for my main man, Shada. Today in sports history. What you got for us this week, Shada?
Anybody know who that is?
It ain't Satchel Paige.
It is Satchel Paige.
That's Satchel Paige for real?
Yes, it is.
See, another one I got right.
Yeah, it looked like Satchel Paige to me.
Go ahead, Shada.
Satchel Paige was the first black pitcher in the major leagues and the 7th black player. He was also the first black pitcher to play in the World Series, which the Indians won in 1948. After the Indians, Paige went on to play with the St. Louis Browns from 51 to 53 and represented the team in the 1952 and 1953 All-Star games. His final team was his Kansas City Athletics, who are now the Oakland A's, with whom he played only one season in 1965. He was born July 7th, 1906, and he passed away on June 8th, 1982 at the age of 75. And he lived a full life. He's from Mobile, Alabama.
Didn't he, when he was a rookie, he was 42 years old, I believe, 42 or 43?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I think he was like, then he went, I think he won rookie of the year.
Rookie in the major league. In
no, I
MLB.
mean, when he went to the league, I'm talking about,
What was he best known for, though?
What?
Just being the first black pitcher that had such success. What?
Yeah, but what was he known for, guys? Not
spitball?
what he did.
Oh, you're talking about the pitch.
The way he pitched.
Oh, yeah. Really,
he had that long
kick, yeah.
Like everybody say, like Michael Vick has that long wind up, and Randall Cunningham. That was his way that he pitched, and that's what made him famous.
Yeah. But like I say, I know when he got his rookie year in the MLB, I think he ran rookie of the year as well. But man, bad boy.
Speaking of that, we can't forget. Hey, I don't know if y'all been watching, but that Little League softball and Little League World Series. Let me tell you something. Them boys out there playing. You heard?
I'm boycotting it this year, man.
Yeah, because they boycotted the team from Venezuela.
I feel you on that. But shout out to them Lake Mary cats over there. They right up the street. They won it last year. They went and did their thing. Connecticut did their thing. You know what I'm saying? The females doing their thing. Listen, man, it's a great watch if you haven't sat down and watched it. The female game's a little bit more interesting, a little bit faster. But yeah, y'all need to check out the field, man.
And Tim Dog, I knew who it was. I'm just trying to see if you knew who it was. I got it right. If I say the name, I'm always gonna get credit. It is what it is.
And I say that because to boycott them, whoever wins, there's a team out there that's missing.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? There's a team that's missing. They shuffle around the what teams play who and everything, the schedule. And I think I think it shows that we cannot host the World Cup in the United States due to that right there.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. But ladies and gentlemen, man, football season is in effect. We ain't picking no goddamn whatchamacallit. But
nah.
No, we ain't picking none of that. But ladies and gentlemen, when we do start, oh man, we're gonna be off the chain. But shout us, thank you for that sports history, which I got right again. Yeah, with all the turmoil in NFL, man, I can't wait for Let's Pick 'em. Yeah, I just want to say the Mammoth Creek won last year. Yeah, if you didn't win the first one, hey, don't matter. Which I won, so I'm all right. I'm right it over to the goddamn team.
This guy here, bro.
Y'all know how I get down.
If there's a sore winner, this guy is it.
Yeah. Shit. Oh man. Yeah, y'all keep talking because I don't erase my goddamn weird sport of the week. I got to put it back up.
Oh Lord.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm saying, how hot is it down there? Is it hot down there still?
No, it's feels pretty good today, man. It's not bad at all.
It's been raining for a week straight. Hell.
Yeah. But Tim,
from heat exhaustion, my man.
Tim, I'm glad you're on here, man. Hey, I don't know if you saw the beginning of the show, man. I'm sending y'all condolences, man. Know that you in our prayers, man, and everything like that. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, know you're in our prayers, man. But thank you for tuning in and actually commenting. We see you comment. But the man on the street is always right. I'm almost there, man. It's almost, I can't believe I
ain't worried about it.
Well, because the next up is Sparrow.
About stupid ass Bruce Pearl. We definitely need coaches to just shut up and mind their business when it comes to political and racial issues, because a lot of these guys have a place. How you should say it? They have a privilege that a lot of these players that they're picking doesn't have. You don't know how these people live. You only know the stories that they tell you, and for you to sit there and rub elbows with the enemy and then try to say that you're helping, certain ethnic group of people, man, I think you just need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but the only thing I'm saying, we all entitled to our opinion. Sometimes you need to keep, like you said, just keep your mouth shut. And you know, because of the fact, and that's why I asked the question: would you send your kids? How you gonna look at them going into a black? How you gonna talk to the parents? And you talking about the first?
Well, here's the thing too. The people that the guys that he got in trouble with, that he tried to coerce into his program, they weren't black.
Yeah.
They weren't black players. So, so for you to sit there and talk about these, what you're trying to do, like instead of working the subway and own one, that's.
I got you.
You're talking underprivileged people, but you didn't say shit about those privileged people that you was trying to get on your team.
Well, you could look at it in two ways, bro. With the whole new way that college football is being ran, people get paid anywhere for their talent.
Yeah.
Let Bruce Pearl keep talking.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
I need to know what Nike's going to do, though. I need to know.
You about to find out the hard way. But ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. Man, we done gave you so many good things that you can get out. We done gave you extreme ironing. We done gave you kettle washing the nose, hobby horse racing, chess boxing. What else we done gave you? Underwater hockey. Shit. We done gave you sperm racing. We done gave you ferret racing. Ferret in your pants.
Ferret in your pants. Hey, what about the worms?
Yeah. Worm trauma.
Yeah.
Some of us like wrestling, and some of us like anime with Godzilla and things in that nature. Pharaoh, why didn't you tell me that they combined both of them together?
Witness the greatest live monster spectacle in the universe. For over 2 decades, Kaiju Big Battel has been bringing its unique mashup of pro wrestling and Japanese monster fandom to sold-out venues across North America. The Kaiju Regulatory Commission is proud to feature an active roster of over 36 city-crushing monsters confined to battle in a city-sized regulation ring, protecting those in attendance from certain monster mayhem. This epic conflict of good versus evil is rife with heroes, villains, and every alien, mutant, and food group known to man. Caught in a never-ending battle through time and space. The Kaiju phenomenon has even been featured on these notable outlets worldwide. Is your city the next epicenter? Beware, because monsters are real and danger can.
Sarah, why did you tell me, man?
Was that nigga a waffle?
Yeah.
Listen. Let me tell you something. Okay? We talk about anime in the future. Okay? Do not put I want people to understand there's a big difference between what you just saw and Comic-Con and anime. Okay, that was not you don't do that.
I'm gonna go back to Pharaoh. Pharaoh said, "Was he at what?"
I ain't know waffles could fight. You know, on top of that, these were the people that were in their mama's basement that decided to do this shit.
Now, hold on. So we already know that growing up as kids, we used to see wrestling, and we used to always act like we're putting on the figure for the sharpshooter, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff. That was actual active stuff. But for you to actually make a uniform, dressed up in the uniform, and the uniform to get in the ring and run player.
Wait. A city-size ring. I don't even know.
Yeah, city-size ring. Yeah. They had to do.
As my favorite movie said in Shatters, "You're gone too far now, big."
They had one dude was just dressed like a double cheeseburger. Shit.
Awesome. No, man.
The McDouble was out there fighting.
You're gone too far, big.
Hey, man, the funny-looking Godzilla dude, man, was terrible.
Yeah,
that was like the original Godzilla TV show.
Yeah, but Tim Dog, I agree with you, man. They was hiring
It's called Nickelodeon.
But this is sold-out venues, man.
Yeah,
no, it's not, bro. It's not sold out.
And y'all
it's
saw
not
all
sold out.
And they say that the show's been on all those channels, man. They had ESPN, CBS.
I ain't never seen
I ain't never seen it, man. Shit. Well, I'm not.
That shit is bad as that banana baseball bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not up. I'm not up late at night. You know, usually they show shit at that damn 2:00 at night when you can't go to sleep. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's our weird. Yeah, that's our weird sport of the week. Now, ladies and gentlemen, y'all waiting all day. Man, I should be waiting all day because I'm in the lead. I'm gonna answer the most questions. It's that time for my main man, goddamn Pharaoh King trivia question of the week. Bro, King, what you got for us this week, my brother?
Y'all know, man, it's about to be football season in full effect. College, high school, junior high, pee-wee, whatever you want to call it, NFL. And we all waiting for the playoffs next year. Like it's funny that we can't wait for football to start because we thinking our team is going to be in the playoffs.
That's right.
With that being said, here's y'all's question.
Who is the only quarterback to have more passes in the playoffs than Matthew Stafford? I know it ain't Tom Brady because he can't throw it shit.
Brian Fitzpatrick.
Brian Fitzpatrick. Man, he ain't never make no goddamn playoffs. What the hell you talking about?
I just thought I'd just break up the monotony. Just throw something in there.
So,
give me Josh Allen, man.
No, it's not Josh Allen.
So, minimum 10 games. Minimum 10 games.
Well, I take that back. See, y'all could have had me right there.
Hey, I was gonna let you keep it, but no, it's minimum 10 games.
Oh, that's
So I answered.
I'm gonna say
it was between Phillip Rivers. It was Phillip Rivers and
Russell Wilson.
Oh no, it's oh, what's my man name? Oh man, play with the coach Manning. I'm going with Manning.
What did I say? Phillip Rivers. I can't remember what I said.
Who I got? I got Manning.
You got Manning. So like I said, I had said Phillip Rivers. Then I also changed to
Yeah.
10 games, man.
Yeah. Oh, 10 dog got Manning too. Man, I'm be copping off my
game. I'm just saying that because you guys are answering. The guys that you are calling have not played 10 games
in playoffs. But Manning did.
Okay.
No, I didn't say you.
Okay. Yeah.
To my shotter.
I got Manning.
Hey, my bad.
So I'm gonna give you another one.
No, man.
My bad.
Eli. I'm going. You know what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, Peyton,
baby. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, Peyton. I said Drew Brees.
Yeah, Drew Brees.
That's who I want.
Drew Brees.
All right.
Yes.
What's the answer there, Carol?
All right, guys. Here you go.
Drew Brees is who I got, San Diego and New Orleans.
God damn it, Kurt Warner.
God dang it.
Hey, y'all forget.
Oh, the greatest show on turf.
Right. And also the Arizona.
Yeah.
He finished up in Arizona.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Nobody thinks about Kurt Warner.
Oh,
well, that's why you didn't get the answer.
All right. Shit.
Nobody think about Kurt Warner. Was he real?
Ain't no way to spend.
Was he real?
Was he real? Hell yeah, he's real.
There's no way I can spend this into a win.
No.
Peyton, Kurt Warner don't sound like
not.
Who the hell is Patton?
I don't know. Shit. Peyton. Yeah, you talking about Tim Dog, you slow. Yeah, I'm gonna take the L on that.
And it's P-E-Y.
Yeah.
Big head.
You know, just bear with him. Bear with him.
Thank you for that, Farrell, man. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Hey.
Yeah, when I saw that answer, I was like, damn it, man.
Yeah, I forgot about the greatest show on turf, but yeah, we did play with our Arizona. It was an air run second team.
Yeah, because you know the two Super Bowls they went to with St. Louis.
Yeah, Torrey Holton now.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, the greatest show on turf. But ladies and gentlemen, that's my main man. Oh, look at it, the garbage man. Look at it. My main man Farrell was another.
So I'm gonna give y'all with that. I'm gonna give y'all your favorite team. What's your favorite team again, Shada?
Tampa.
Huh?
Tampa.
Okay, so here's a little nugget for you guys. The Eagles, the former owner Burt Bell created the NFL draft. That's something for you there. Wow. Tampa Bay is the only team that's undefeated in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
And I don't even want to talk about Washington because they suck.
Stop it. Don't do that.
But ladies and gentlemen, that's my main man, Farrell, trivia question of the week. And he don't get no points for pointing out the Eagles started the goddamn draft. Gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. But before we go, we always like to give you something to think about, something funny. Where the hell Tim Dog get that from? Tim Dog's in Be More. So, my main man, shout out. What you got for the people before we go? And make sure you shout out your social so people follow you as well, my brother.
For sure. Just want everybody to just go ahead and get yourselves ready. Football season is about to be a full effect. You know what I'm saying? Fedora Sanders is going to be out there Friday throwing that ball around for preseason. Just go out there, make sure you tune in, give your boy some love. Don't forget the Little League World Series for the females and for the males. It's a great watch. You see my social down there. One love, shout out Blue Sky, shout out at Yahoo. Hit me up anytime. Love to have a conversation. And just remember this. When a black man take a shot at another black man for no reason, somebody from that black situation didn't learn them history very well.
My main man, Farrell King, what you got for the people before we go? And make sure you cite your social media so the people follow you as well, man, bro.
That Farrell_71, King Ryan Facebook. So for you people out there, I just want you guys to know, if you treat your relationship like math, once you get confused, just start cheating.
You do realize that everybody out there don't know that on algebra. Right?
Oh shit! I got that one. Yeah, I'm just saying too. As for relationship, I don't have anything. I just want to thank y'all for tuning in, and hopefully y'all enjoyed our show. Make sure you tell a friend about us as well. But you can find me, the Man on the Street, at the Man on the Street Show on YouTube. You can also follow me at Creative Canvas Expressions. That's my AI channel. I just put AI art on there. And also, you can catch us every Friday night at 8 o'clock for 2 cigars in a blunt. But you want to stick around for the after show called Asked Out, where everybody gets a chance to talk about what they want to talk about. Usually we go straight. We make a right turn, but 99.9% we're going to make a goddamn left turn, or like Tim Dog say, we're going to go right off the goddamn cliff. But you want to come back next Wednesday at 7 o'clock for the Better Than Sex Sports podcast. As you see, all we do is talk about sports, and we do it pretty well. And like I said earlier, these are our opinions. You may disagree with us, But just like an asshole, everybody got one. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am the man on the street.
This is Pharaoh King.
Shout to Alta Orlando. Everything, Chris.
And one more time, $10. Thank you guys for listening for our pouring love. Yes, man. Like I say, you in our prayers, man, and condolences to your family once again. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, hey, like $10 always like to say, hey, if you have any issues with a loved one or a family member, man, hey, try to hash that shit out because tomorrow's not promised to no one. Peace. See y'all on Friday night. And we are out.